I'm here in Lizard Village. Just to the south of me is the most southern point in mainland Britain. Behind me is the most southern pub. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to go from the most southern pub in mainland Britain to the most northern pub in mainland Britain in as quick as time as possible, using only public transport and of course having a pint in each. That's a requirement. The Top House Inn is currently the most southern pub in mainland Britain. It used to be the Witch Ball or Witch Haze, but that closed down only just last month. The most northern pub, though, is not quite a pub per se, I would say. It is actually John O Groats Brewery tap room. So I'm going to be making my way from here all the way up to John O Groats. All right, it's hit midday and the pub is now open. Let's get in and get a beer. Got to be quick, got half an hour before the bus comes. Cheers. That is pub number 1 done, pint done. Coming to the bus stop, I was expecting to see a green double-decker, the L1, to take me towards Helston, but you know, timetables aren't always running on time. There is a bus, in case this one doesn't come up, there's one at like 12:40 that I can catch that'll take me there as well, so got options, perfectly fine. This bit is going to be a bit slow to get where I need to go, and I might make a stop. I think I will. I definitely am. Well, that double-decker green bus never turned up, the L1, but the 34 has turned up, and that's the one that's due to depart in about 10 minutes or so. So, guess I'm getting the later one. Could have had another pint or a swift half at least. And we're off. Here we go. Starting. Make my way towards John O Groats very slowly, but making my way nonetheless. Goodbye, lizard. Behind me stands the Blue Anchor pub. Like many pubs in the UK, the outside doesn't give away its history. This is one of only 4 original brew pubs still operational in the UK and holds claim to be Britain's oldest. For over 600 years, this place has been serving beer to thirsty locals. It also holds claim to Britain's oldest brew house, as it has been brewing its legendary Springo Ale for just as long. In 1993, the brewpub changed hands into its present owners, Kim and Simon Stone. The pub now has a few different versions of its original Springo Ale. Here I have the middle, which is at 5%. They also do a best at 5.5, and they also do a special, which is at 7.6%, I believe. That's what I've got here. So let's try the Springo middle. Lovely and smooth. Good bitter into it. lacing on the glass is amazing as well at this stage. That just beautiful lacing. Good carbonation. Because it's a light carbonation. That is good. That is good. And it's 5.5%, so it's above what you would consider sort of sessionable, and they call it middle. Now, let's try the Springo Special. It's much, much darker in colour. As I said, I think it's about 7.6%, but don't hold me to that. Much darker, so you won't get it confused with the other one. Oh, much more malt on the nose. A lot of malt on the nose. Oh, wow, that is good. That's like a winter ale. Perfect. It's not the warmest of days out, and that really does feel good. It's warming, yes. That'll see me through the God knows how many hours worth of travelling I've got ahead of me for tonight or today. Oh yeah, that's good. So their son Ben is now the head brewer, and there are more than 4 permanent ales, like an English IPA, Pale Ale Stout, and they also make a mead, and they do lots of seasonal varieties as well. The beer here is produced on a 4-barrel brewing plant at the rear of the pub, using water from their own well. Now, originally the brewery was based upstairs, but in the middle of the 18th century, this pub was converted into an inn, and the upstairs was required for bedrooms, so the outhouse was built. And that's where the brewing takes place today. The pub itself seems to be split into a few different rooms. When you walk in, you're actually walking through a central walkway split in the middle of the pub. It goes from the front door to the rear, and it feels like an outdoor passage. On your right, there's 2 doors into the front and back bar, and that's the bar area. On the left, there is the room I'm in right now, which is the children's room, and it does have some low furniture for kids. And then it's got one more room in the back, but I didn't catch the name of that one. As I sit here drinking my Springo Special, which I've double checked, it's 7.4, even though it says in bottle it's 6.6, so stronger on cask. It's a good one. I'm looking at my options. There is a bus that will get me for my train. So let me explain. Next stop, I'm heading towards Redruth. Redruth, I can catch my train and start going northwards. The train will take me to Plymouth. Now, there is a bus that I can get, but it starts at the boys' school, which is about, I think, a 15-20 minute walk away from here. And I'm assuming it's laid on for the school rush, and I don't want to really get on a bus just full of school kids. So what I'm contemplating doing is actually getting the bus that comes later to this bus stop just outside, literally where I got off to come here. That bus comes a bit later, and it's going to arrive in Redruth 3 minutes after my train is departed. Now, the bus could be quick, the train could be delayed, and I could make it. If I don't make it, I can catch the next train about half an hour later, and I won't be any worse off because I've got a gap at Plymouth until I catch my connecting train on from there. So I think best option, I'm going to stay where I am, not get on a sweaty school bus with boys, and have another drink or two, because that's all I'm going to be drinking today. I've got no more drinking lined up. It's all trains and buses, if it all goes to plan. Right. Cheers. Wish me luck. I stopped very briefly. I'm going to mean very briefly. The spoons here. I've got the Black's Irish Red, just because it's one that I hadn't had and I wanted to try it. Unfortunately, it's Ale Festival on, so there's no local ales that I was perhaps hoping. I've got my eye, though, on a pub just across the road. I think it's only got one ale on, but it's a local ale, so I'm going to pop there. Honestly, this is a lovely town. Either side of the road there's water running down, and I'm making my way over now to what's now called the Inn and Still, but it's the old Seven Stars, and which is what the bus stop area is named after. This place, originally when I looked online, camera had said they only have one ale, and it's a local ale that just is on barrel at the back of the bar. But they've probably changed. Obviously, the camera listings with COVID and all the rest are out of date. This place does distill their own gins, and they're currently working to do a rum, which right up my street compared to gin. But what I've gone for is a lager that's brewed for them, called Rust. So their brewery name, or their, not brewery name, company name, Tin Spirit Company, is at the top of this. I mean, it could just be a relabeling of a beer. I don't know at this stage. I will check on the phone in a moment. Right, so just check with the guys, because I got off at the bus down this side and it came from the south, but they're saying that I need to go on the other side to get my bus. That's perfectly fine with me. Current estimates, arriving about 3 minutes after my train I booked leaves, but I'll catch the train half an hour later, and it just saves me the 45-minute wait at Plymouth that I would have had. I'm fine with that. I mean, I've got to buy another ticket because I didn't buy a sort of flexi ticket. I bought a static, far in advance ticket, but oh well. Here we go, made it to the station, unfortunately. Obviously, not unfortunately as well, but the train has gone. So I'm just going to buy a ticket now for the next train, which will get them there in time. Oh well, may regret this. 20 minutes of the train, I'm going to pop to a pub quickly and get a half, use the toilets, and probably vomit online. As said, probably going to regret this. It's not the extra beer pushing me over, it's the fact that I need to make sure I rush to get back and catch my train on time. I told you, it's supposed to be A to B, but I suddenly created, stops in between. Right, road's clear, one way, let's get into the pub. It's the Oxford Inn. Unsure what they even sell, let's just go in. A very, very swift half, because I need to get up and buy the ticket. Do you know what happened was, I looked at the ticket machine, I was like, I can't work out whether this is peak or off peak, because in London, if you're heading out of London or into London, it can vary. I'm assuming it's peak, but I didn't want to just pay an extra £7 for peak without knowing. So I thought I'd buy it on my phone because it'll tell me the truth. But yeah, you can't buy 15 minutes before the train is due. So I'm going to go to the counter now and try and buy my ticket. I am to Plymouth, but due to engineering works, my original ticket is now being rerouted via Tiverton Parkway. So I'm on this train for about an hour and a half. Then I have to get a bus, rail replacement bus, to take me to Bristol, and then Bristol to Birmingham, where hopefully I can catch my coach that's going to take me overnight up to Glasgow. But let's see what happens. First stop, Tiverton Parkway for me. Here I am on Bristol Parkway. Coach was quite quick. It pissed down with rain on the way. I drifting in and out of sleep. I've got about an hour now to my train to Birmingham. Not really much to do, but I'm just gonna try and keep warm, I guess, and not fall asleep before I get on the train. It is pouring down. This is a bit like what was pouring down when I was on the coach up here. I'm sort of hoping that it's a dry, at least when I get to Birmingham, so I don't get absolutely drenched on my, what's supposed to be a casual 10-minute walk that may turn into an absolute sprint if it's pissing down. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it raining on the whole coach journey up to, well, I'm hoping I can catch the 11:55 coach that will take me to Glasgow, and then it's overnight to Glasgow till I think 6 a.m. or something. So that puts me in a much better position. I'm actually in Scotland and closer to John O Groats, just where I want to be. Let's hope trains run to time. I did see there was some signalling error issues earlier, but they look to have cleared up, and this is all just sort of running smoothly for you right now. I hope I haven't jinxed it saying that. Oh dear. I have arrived in Birmingham. The train was a little bit late and also all the way down the far end of the platform. So I am about 15 minutes to catch my bus. And I was hoping to pick up some water on the way. Right, I need to look at a map to find out exactly where I'm heading now. I've made good time. It's literally just straight ahead of me there. I was walking the right way by chance. I can see the bus stop. I don't see the bus there. And there are no convenience stores, unfortunately. I was able to find one on the route here. If I had a bit more time, I'd have diverted, but now I'm a bit like, damn it, I could have gone somewhere. Let's quickly check to see what's happening with the buses. Make sure I am in the right location. Sadly, doesn't seem to be anything around here. This is all being developed at the moment. The bus stop is just down there. Bus is due in maybe 7 minutes or less. So I mean, it'll depart maybe. It could depart at that time. I'm assuming it's coming from another city and going onwards. I don't know how this works because it's not looking a full bus right now. If this is the full bus, then I'm happy. But I don't think it is. It's quite cold, windy. I think the shops were right near the train station, but I couldn't see anything on the walk. Oh well. I'll just have to properly rehydrate when I get to Glasgow at 6 in the morning. I've got a little bit of water. That should suffice as long as the coach isn't boiling hot. It's 7 a.m. right now, and yeah, ideally I should have been in Glasgow on my train, but I woke up at 4 a.m. and it at a standstill. Truck fire up ahead. We've been here 3 hours, not moving. I think they're gonna turn us back on what I looked to the recent tweets, and then make our way. Next train I could possibly catch is at 10. If I don't make that, then the train off that, the last possible one, is 3 o'clock. So I'm hopeful I should make that because there's plenty of hours left. The only thing is, it definitely means I'm not going to make it to the final destination today. I'll have to find a hotel, crash over, and then make the final journey tomorrow. That's what happens sometimes. You get caught out. Guess from that moment it's just raining. I'm chilling, taking it easy, just hoping I at least make the 3 o'clock. Oh well, it's cold. Just been told we may not move till 12. The idea was I was hoping to try and catch the 3 o'clock train, which was the last possible train to take me all the way up to Inverness and first. So that may not happen if it's 12 o'clock, because it's 2.5 hours still from here to Glasgow, and 12 is an optimistic time. So this challenge may be dead in the water on the M6, because I don't have much leeway available on the Friday to get it completed. That is a shame. That is a shame.